Hey y'all, welcome back to Sidewinder Shed. Here's the old 92 Dodge W250 4x4. You know, I know that's saying it twice because the W models are 4x4s. If it was two-wheel drive, it'd be a D model. It'd be a D250. But anyway, there's my old truck. And the last video you saw of it, we were out testing the transmission again. See how it did, and oh man, it ran great. It shifted through all four gears. It even had reverse and everything, and it was great. And I pulled the transmission pan, dropped that down just to double check myself, and yeah, I found a problem. It's kind of related to the original issue that might have been going on with this transmission, because ever since I got the truck, I had a little bit of trouble with reverse, and the reverse band was wiped out. So I figured, hey, that's about all that was wrong. I mean, when the overdrive unit, the 46RH casing broke on me and I lost all the transmission fluid, I had to pull the transmission out anyway, and I got the overdrive unit fixed, no problem. But looking at the transmission, if that reverse band hadn't been worn down as much as it was, I wouldn't even have touched the transmission. And honestly, I wish I didn't. But not knowing any better and learning as I went along, you know, it really is not that complicated of a rebuild. It really should be fairly simple. But I got into a transmission, and everything else except for that reverse band honestly looked new. I didn't know it at the time because I had nothing to compare it to. But once I got the new clutches and I measured them and micrometered them, you know, and checked out the thickness, turns out all the rest of the clutches were fine. So I don't know if somebody was in there before or whatever. But I went through some parts problems, brand new out the box, that didn't want to work right. And then I don't know, something happened, and the reverse band ended up letting go and tearing itself up, and I have videos of that, as well as the first and reverse drum. And now when I went in there, yeah, that reverse band is just as loose as anything. For some reason, there's a wedge that holds that reverse band on, and for some reason it's not staying in place. Now when I put it together the last time, I was wondering if it was damaged or if there was something there that wasn't right. And unfortunately, I just don't know enough to notice anything. Everything seemed perfect. I mean, even the adjustment, when I made sure the adjustments were correct, especially on that reverse band, because in order to readjust it, you have to drop the transmission drain pan anyway to get to it. So I don't know what's going on. All I know is that right now I'm just calling defeat. Yeah, the transmission won. It beat me. So in a month or so, when I get my tax returns, if they still have it available, for $2,400, I can get the complete transmission with a 5-year warranty, a torque converter, which I don't need. Now I have two that are good, but I'll take it anyway, and the overdrive unit. They want $500 core charge, but I am going to eat that. I'm not sending this transmission back to them, because I caught this problem before it caused any damage. So if I can figure out what the hell's going on with this transmission, you know, it's got all new clutches, and thanks to First Responders garage, it actually has an extra clutch in the forward clutch package. And so I mean, honestly, if the damn thing would hold together, you know, this entire transmission is definitely worth more than 500 bucks as it sits right now. Even if I was just to take it out, I know I could get more than $500. Hell, I could probably get close to 500, or at least half that, just for the overdrive unit. So so for me, yeah, I'm gonna keep it. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pause you all, hopefully, and I'll kind of show you what I plan on doing with this transmission. All right, y'all, we're back in the shed. What I have here is, this is the original reverse band. Before I ever touched the transmission, this is what I pulled out of it. With that paint spot on it. So yeah, knowing after a little bit of experience and learning and stuff, I still don't know, but I'm thinking this may have been replaced at one time. But as you can see, there was not much left on this reverse band anyway, and it's the exact same one as this. This is the one that caused me to tear that transmission apart again after 500 miles. As you can see, there's absolutely no friction material left on this at all, and they are both the same. They are both the same. Yeah, this one has a little bit wider gap because it was used. I don't know for how long it was in there. This was only in for 2 weeks. But as far as these lugs go, okay, couple things. Now I put this one in facing the exact same way as this, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but you see that little wear mark on that lug? Well, if you look, this one has some wear on it too, or the same marks, same marking from being used. The other side, I know it's not picking it up, but the other side doesn't. Same with this one. This one picks it up a little bit better, but the other side looks just like that. There's no wear mark, there's no little burn mark, there's whatever this is. Okay, and as far as where the wedge sits and everything, it doesn't matter which side it goes on this particular style. On some styles it does. You can put them in the wrong way, and they have to go in one way. This one, it doesn't matter. And I don't know, I'm running into the same problem. The wedge that goes in one side of this keeps loosening up, coming out, doesn't want to stay, and I don't know why. I'm not smart enough. I don't have enough experience to figure that out. But anyway, this is the only reason why I tore the 727 part, the 3-speed part of that transmission apart, because in order to replace this, that whole transmission has got to come apart. And not knowing any better, I figured, hey, while I have it apart, why don't I put all new stuff in? And that just caused a domino effect of stuff going wrong. But anyway, that's where we sit with that transmission. I am not pulling it apart, taking it out, pulling it apart, and trying to rebuild it again to put it back in and see if it works. It beat me for the time being. So I'm just going to get another transmission. I'm going to put it in. I'm saving the old one, and I will then, at my leisure, after the multitude of other projects that I have to get straight between the house and the wife's Jeep is done, then I'll turn my attention back to that transmission. And in the meantime, I'll also search around and see if there's somebody physically here that can go through that with me, and we can figure out what the problem is. I can't have the truck down that long. I mean, it's killing me right now. I'm borrowing my brother-in-law's truck. I can't use the wife's Jeep because of the rear end. And it's the middle of winter and I don't have a garage to work in. I can't get the vehicles past my back gate, which I'll show you and you'll understand. I know I'm dragging this video on longer than what it should, but out here, all right. Now this was a two-car garage at one time. My shed. All right, there's one door, the other door has been closed off, and you know, it was a decent size garage. The problem is that was done before this fence was up and before we had neighbors over here who built the house. I mean, this was a long time ago. And my gate is not wide enough for my truck to get through. Now the Jeep barely fits through, and we used to be able to get the wife's Mustang through here, but then she insisted on having a pool. And yeah, I can't get a vehicle in or out of that roll-up door. But the other option I have for that transmission is what I was thinking, is this spring. I'll come back here to the back of the shed, and I gotta clean up all this mess here. A lot of this is still good wood, usable wood, and what we're gonna do is over here there's a nice base underneath all that snow, and I'm gonna build a little lean-to to house the pump and keep all the lawnmowers and other stuff in here. A little lean-to shed, and part of this wood over here will be used for that. And once this is cleared out, I'm thinking right about here in this corner, I'm going to take that transmission, put it over here, stand it up with the bell housing facing up, and turn it into a urinal. It's pissed me off enough, I figure I'll piss on it. But anyway, it's just an option, just something I was thinking. But alright, I guess this is long enough now. Y'all have a good day. You take care.
Hey, Pop.
And say hi to my grandson.
Hi.
Max. Hey Max, he's over here today helping me, staying out of trouble and everything. But y'all take care, and we'll catch you next time. I'll keep you updated on what's going on.